Afternoon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in New York. Today it's the second of this three-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Adam Eaton makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The right fielder, number 1, Adam Eaton.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Tanaka's ready. Here's the 1-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Melky Cabrera will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, you look for a guy to produce. He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of
Tight zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward Gardner in left field. And he's got it for out number 2. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Jose Abreu will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. Into the windup and the pitch. Hot shot to third. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Yeah, a real good effort there at first that doesn't quite save the error. You see how he's set up? He tries to pull this one into his midsection, but that ball had a little too much English on it, and he can't make the play.
Todd Frazier will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. In for a strike. It's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. White Sox nothing. Yankees coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Matt Latos is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, for whatever reason, he has been a ton better on the road. He's on the road here in this one, so expect a good ball game.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
The Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. Eric, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they're on a nice little run. Winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of their first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as Ellsbury's down on strikes for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Brett Gardner will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
This is skied into short left center. Cabrera's there. And that's the second out of the inning. With a moment now, let's take a...
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Alex Rodriguez will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. Lowry's there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. After one, no score. Deoner Navarro will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Swing and a liner, but foul. Tanaka into his motion. Here's the 1-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Stepping in now, Brett Laurie. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ellsbury is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Avisail Garcia.
Avisail Garcia will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he lays off there, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin playing.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he'll try to hold back. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Sent out to straightaway center field. Jackson has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 6th, catcher Ryan McCann.
Brian McCann gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Popped high in the air. Frazier will wait on it. And that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the 1-2. And Rollins will lay off here, and he's worked the count back to 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, a 3-2 count leading off the inning. Is this in the zone? Doesn't look like it from that angle. Maybe he thought it was too close to take, but I think it should be on first base right now.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Right side hit hard. Castro's got it on to first, and Jackson's retired. 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 1, Adam Eaton.
Adam Eaton will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
And they sent him packing on a breaking ball, too. And if it's me, I come right back with it.
Nope. Inside with a first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Greg Bird will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Latos back to work as he gets ahead of the first man to greet him here. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. That alone can be beneficial to an offense.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, third strikeout for him so far. This is a cut fastball. Very different movement from a two-seamer, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Here's Starlin Castro, 14 driven in. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Line softly toward the hole, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ballgame, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitches are absolutely dueling it out right now.
Didi Gregorius will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. This is pulled into right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Well, this guy's been absolutely wearing it lately. He's averaged down into the 220s, so if there was ever a guy that needed to put together a 4-hit ball game, this is the guy. Got that first one out of the way.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Here's Brett Gardner now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
The 2-2 pitch. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Jackson. Gone! Yankees move out to a 0 lead.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Alex Rodriguez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. At last home run, estimated at 399 feet. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jackson on the run, and that's the third out. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. We're through 3 in the Bronx. It's now 3-0 New York. Leading off the inning, Melky Cabrera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
So 1 away, and that will bring in the dangerous Cuban slugger, Jose Abreu. Tanaka gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Grounded up the first baseline. Teixeira's up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. So those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Todd Frazier digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Still down 3-0. Mark Teixeira is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tap foul at home plate. And that misses 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Might have jammed him a little there, as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Line to the right side. Eaton is there, one away.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's Carlos Beltran. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. One out, nobody on. Bounced weakly near the plate. Navarro scoops it up onto first, and a fine start to the inning here for Latos, 2 away.
The catcher, number 34, Ryan McCann.
Brian McCann in now, hopped out in his first trip. On the ground near home. Foul ball, however, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Deoner Navarro, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
That's by him for strike one.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
To first. Teixeira's got it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Brett Lawrie.
Into the box, Brett Lawrie. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Well, I think it's time to attack now, because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch.
that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Garcia.
Avisail Garcia is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes ball 1.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Tanaka pauses. 1-0 on its way. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
The 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Grounded to the right, reined in. Teixeira just does this himself at first, and that'll do it. White Sox leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Greg Bird comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Three and 0 now. A little shaky here to start the 5th.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too tired. You figure he'll settle back in sooner or later.
And, they won't let him walk that easily as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and he's trying to make sure that he doesn't allow that first walk. He's worked it back to full count now after being behind in the count 3-0.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away.
Yeah, he did a great job of battling back from being down 3-0 to start the inning. You know, things weren't looking all that good, but he didn't panic. He trusted his stuff, and he comes right back with 3 good pitches to get the strikeout.
Here's Starlin Castro, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Not quite sure what happens right here. This throw just absolutely takes off on him, and it goes right over his first baseman's head. He's going to get stuck with an E4 on that play.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. 1 out and a runner on second base. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Gets a small piece near the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Brett Gardner would be next. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hard hit towards center. Jackson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 3-0. Austin Jackson makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Line drive to left. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone.
Yeah, a nice effort here at third. It gets on him pretty quickly. Maybe if he's a foot taller, he's got a shot, but this one had left field written all over it.
Adam Eaton will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
He sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Nobody out, runner on first. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. One and two, here it comes. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Ellsbury shading to his right. One out.
And into his sixth inning of work now.
Melky Cabrera will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Jackson goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in, and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And another foul ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Now you got the Big Thunder coming next, so you do not want to lose this guy.
On his way to pitch number 75. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Jose Abreu stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
The 0-1 on its way. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Inside and low, 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Just hung in there on that one. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Beltran is there. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a really good battle right there. It took him a lot of pitches to finally get the fly ball out. Now, obviously you're not going to get on base, but I wouldn't consider that a wasted at-bat at all.
Todd Frazier strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Brett Gardner will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Right back at him and off his glove. And he'll reach first safely.
Third baseman, number 13, Alex Rodriguez.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And his arrival is going to signal the end of the afternoon for the starter, Matt Latos. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Zach Putnam will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 57, Zach Putnam.
Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss by A-Rod, so he becomes a strikeout victim here.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira now. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cabrera moves over, 2 down.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Carlos Beltran will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
First offering on its way. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Yanks held in check. They lead it 3-0. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Deoner Navarro will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Hits this one hard the other way. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Brett Laurie will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And so far, this has been the theme all afternoon. Strike 1, strike 2, take a hitter. I mean, there have been times where he's made it look incredibly effortless out there, and that was another one.
So here is Avisail Garcia.
Far in this game, guys just haven't been all that close to it.
Hit sharply on the ground, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Just the 2nd hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
2 gone, and Jimmy Rollins stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. 2 out with the man at first. Skied into straightaway right. And Beltran will make the catch, and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0. Carlos Beltran steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Grounded to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer. But these are the guys that keep you in the ball games. And he's doing the job here.
So 1 away now for Brian McCann. In there, strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
1 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that is swung on and missed by McCann as he set down on strikes for out number 2.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below. And that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Standing in now, Greg Bird, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
One and one, here it comes. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
To 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back. It's the Yankees 3 and the White Sox nothing. Austin Jackson will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
The 2-0 on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Here it is on 3-1. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Hit hard down the line. Oh, what a play. He's up with it. The throw. It's late. He's safe.
Man, almost a great play.
Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Adam Eaton will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hot shot down the line. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And he is in there.
Left fielder number 53,
Melky Cabrera will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And that misses, ball 1.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And that splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
First and second here with nobody out. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Here's Castro for 1. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Jose Abreu will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. If you go ahead and walk them, you're loading the bases for your cleanup hitter.
This is hit sharply to the left side. And no shot to knock this one down, and that's going to score the run from third.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Vinny Pistano will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Todd Frazier will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Slurve in there, strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Smoke toward third. Stabs for it. He's got it. The throw to first. He's out.
No way. That was awesome.
Now batting, catcher, Navarro.
So striding in, Navarro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. A dive, but it's off his glove. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Yeah, tough break there defensively with 2 away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
Tyler Saladino will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 18, Tyler Saladino.
In now, Brett Laurie. And here's a ball hit in the air. Teixeira is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Yankees 3 and the White Sox 2. Alex Avila is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 31, Alex Avila.
Starlin Castro will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Hit high and deep to right center. Jackson racing back, still going back. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And a very quick start.
And quite truthfully, he's probably a little bit unlucky that he's not touching third and home here as well. No waiting for a pitch here. He jumps on that very first pitch of the inning and nearly drives it out of here.
Didi Gregorius takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in on it is Jackson. He's got it 1 away.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
Jacoby Ellsbury digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Here it comes on 0-2. Grounded to third. Frazier's up with it. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are 2 gone now.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The Yanks leave 1, but they still lead it 3-2.
Your attention, please.
So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman. Steve Lombardozzi will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Lombardozzi.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Yeah, a bad spot there to lose your release point. Well, this one just continues to run inside and gets him, and now all of a sudden that puts a tying run on base.
Jimmy Rollins comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Chapman sets. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Here comes the 1-0. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Austin Jackson ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
You can't ask for much more than that. That tying run moves over to third now with only one out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
So stepping in, Adam Eaton, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead, and now the runner breaks for the plate, and they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. Throw to first is not in time, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
This team just never quits. They never say die, and they've come all the way back to tie this game in the top of the ninth. Can you believe it?
Melky Cabrera will come up now in an RBI spot, and I imagine that infield will come in here with the game tied now.
Yeah, still only one out, so I think that's probably the likely scenario.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Here's a ball lined into left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and here in the ninth, they have taken the lead.
You know, sometimes this game can just be flat out simple. Here, he just worked his way into a good count, bought himself a nice fastball to hit, and then just rips it out there to drive in a run.
Anthony Swarzak will take over now with one away in the top of inning number 9.
Anthony Swarzak.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Whoa, to have a nasty slider like that, such a good weapon to have when you're coming into a game with runners on base. That is a much-needed out right there.
Todd Frazier will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And now he's got to build off that strikeout from a second ago. This is where a little confidence can really get you out of a tough spot here.
Here's a fast-handed
hitters make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He got him, and exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. So disaster strikes here in the 9th, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. White Sox on top, 4-3. David Robertson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
David Robertson.
Striding in to start the 9th, Alex Rodriguez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. A solo home run here for Alex Rodriguez. 8th home run on the season for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Boy, what a huge home run late in this ball game to tie it up. And you know who knew it was a home run before the hitter did? It was the pitcher. He knew as soon as it left his hand.
Mark Teixeira will stand in now following the home run that tied the ball game. So now on the mound, it's suddenly back to square one.
Yeah, and I don't know quite how you do it, but you've got to be able to regroup and start over. The good news is it wasn't a game winner. You're still tied. So there's still hope to get this to a 10th inning and let your guys see what they can do from here on out.
First pitch on its way to Teixeira. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out, number 1.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Here's Carlos Beltran, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat, considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Brian McCann stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Greg Bird has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
And in the field, I've got to expect them to be playing what's called no doubles defense, Matt. Basically, you got to guard the lines in the infield, and in the outfield play deep enough so that you can cut off all the gaps.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. A dive, but he's back. The 1-0 delivery. And he misses again, 2-0.
And this is becoming all about confidence now. And he's pitching a little rattled out there.
The 2-0 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 4-4. Gary Sanchez is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 72, Gary Sanchez.
Striding into the box, Alex Avila. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
White Sox, catcher Alex Avila.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And now you're in the 10th inning. I don't think anybody in that visiting dugout expected that we'd still be playing, but you've got to put that bottom of the ninth behind you and get on with it. You can still win this ball game.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
You know, there aren't too many ballparks nowadays where you can actually get yourself a cheap home run. But this one just about had a shot. He didn't quite get all of it, though, so it winds up being a flyout at the track.
Brett Laurie will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a fifth chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold serve, then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Steve Lombardozzi steps up to the plate looking for a little revenge after getting hit with a pitch his first time up.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
The pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He can go just about anywhere from here.
Sent on the ground out to second. Castro has it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still off square at 4 apiece. Matt Albert will come on here to start the home 10th, and all he's looking to do is get this one to the 11th inning. Starlin Castro gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here it comes, 1-0. In there, 1-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there. One and one, here it is.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cabrera waits on it. One away.
Well, I'll tell you what, this won't look like a whole lot in the box score, but anytime you can make a pitcher use up 8 pitches to get you out, you've done your job as a hitter.
Didi Gregorius will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Liner towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Into the box now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
He's set. Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
0-1. Here it comes. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go, and we are tied 4-4. Jimmy Rollins comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning.
Jimmy Rollins.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right side. Castro's able to get there. 1 away.
Center fielder number 10, Austin Jackson.
Now to the plate, Austin Jackson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
Jackson will take the turn and head for second now. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
With a guy like this, once that ball gets into the alley out there in right center, you can bet he's going to be thinking three. So that's a good job to get it in quickly and hold him to just a double.
In now is Adam Eaton. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2-0 pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0. Melky Cabrera waits on deck. And that misses, ball four. So it's first and second now with only one away.
That's a good at-bat there. You know, sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated, and they're looking for one big hit. That's not the case here.
Digging in, Melky Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike one. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. First and second now, one man out. This is in the air out to left field. Gardner is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number two. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Two men are on with two men out. Hard liner toward short, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. The tag, and he is out at the plate. Sox get a run here on two hits. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. It's the White Sox 5 and the Yankees 4. Brett Gardner will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. In there, and it's 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
The 0-1 pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Alex Rodriguez will get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning. This solo home run was a big one as it helped to get us to where we are now in the extra innings. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound. Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Stepping in, Mark Teixeira. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1-2. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third baseline. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the White Sox have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, maybe it took them a couple more innings than they had hoped, but a win's a win, and they get a good one here on the road in 11 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Austin Jackson. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 5-4. So long from the Bronx.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox. 5 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors. They left 11 runners on base. For the Yankees, 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Matt Albert. His record is now 1-1. The loss goes to Anthony Swarzak. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.